Hey guys, so here's what we got going on. This is my 30-inch digital smoker from Charbroil. I was having some issues with it. Had sat for a couple of years, mainly because it's basically stopped working, kept tripping my breaker. Plug it in, it would heat up for about a minute or so, and then trip the breaker, and then go to plug it to unplug it, reset the breaker, go to set it back in again, and next thing you know, it would trip immediately. So I did check a couple of YouTube videos where some people were having the same issue, and they had replaced their heating element, and on a couple of occasions they replaced the thermostat. So I did both. It's been running now for 3 minutes, and so far no breaker trip, no issue. It's definitely heating up. I can feel it. I'm just waiting for the smoke because it does need to re-season. So all in all, not bad. Took me maybe 20 minutes to replace both parts. The only issue I came across was the insulation on the back had cut and sheared. So I had to put some electrical tape around that, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. But we are heating up. I've got it set for 225, which is pretty much mostly what I'm going to be smoking everything at, is 225, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, depends on what I'm doing. And then show you what we did in the back here. Actually, let me show you inside. Oh yeah, it's definitely heating up. It has not tripped, so that's a very good sign. So this little deal right here is the thermostat. I don't really see that as being part of the issue, but a $9 part, and I was back there anyway, so I figured I'd replace it. The heating element, which I'm now really starting to feel the heat come off of, is right there underneath, so I had to remove everything inside here to get to that. Not a big deal, but it is definitely heating up. I want to get it to where it starts smoking because I do have to re-season it since it's been out of commission for a couple of years. Show you the back here. Oh man. Okay, so this plate right here, this is where the thermostat is housed. 2 nuts, two bolts, not a big deal. The replacement came with everything: new plate, new washers, new nuts, everything. This right here is where the thermostat's housed. It came with new hardware, but the old plate, not really upset about that. The old one's just as good. Gasket still works. So the big problem I had with this was it was covered in a garbage bag basically, and it was sitting on the ground. So I think maybe somehow that had a little something to do with the thermostat, or not the thermostat, sorry, the heating element going out. I don't know how that would affect it, but apparently it did, since it seems to be working now. So since then I did get the stand, which brings it up so I don't have to freaking bend over as much as I used to. Getting older, and that sucks. And I can start smelling, I'm starting to smell a little bit of smoke coming out of that. And I just put a little bit of mesquite chips in there just to get a little bit of a season on the inside. There goes the dog. Orla, what are you doing? What are you doing? But long before now, that tripper would have already tripped. That breaker would have already tripped, sorry. And so far, it's still going strong. It's not tripping. It's been going for 7 minutes strong now with no issues. So I think we have got it taken care of. And that's good, because I've got chicken wings, I got a brisket sitting in the freezer, just waiting. Of course, I get all this stuff the day, my last day of the weekend, going back to work, so I don't have time to do any of this. But next weekend, looks like my smoke's on. So yeah, it looks like that actually did it. We're good to go. So I've got some smoking videos coming up. All right, guys. I'll check back with you later. Thanks.